Right, welcome back to another live stream. Today is a packed day. We are going to implement some Instagram plus AI workflows using our product brand brain. This is something sought after from the users, and also new users need some new features or make the existing features more robust so that it's more functional and usable. So, welcome back to today's live stream. And what we will do some, I'll go through all these segments, all the content discovery and everything, how Instagram content creation works with the product, avatar creation, competitions, and all that, if time permitting, more features. And that is pretty much it. And yeah, so we have outline. Let me pin that. Let me bring that there. Oh, it was already that. Anyway, so what is driving this live stream? Uh, I have my post hog analytics, which my agents kindly sent me on Telegram. I have a personal assistant setup, which I will cover in another video. But if I have it here, daily project review, one of these, I think maybe this one. Uh, so if I open that up, organic Google organic finding brand band that is actually increasing. So more effort put into it, probably more SEO pages, but mainly Instagram. This session is for Instagram. Before that, let me just check everything is working on YouTube first. So let me just check the live is working properly. All right, I'm just, how do I open the, yep, it seems to be working. And I have my chat window open and everything. So we are going to, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Let's go back to, let's go through, if you can see this. Okay, right. So this is our live stream project. So the all this is created by my personal assistant, which is also built. I am building on um, Claude code, which I can show you if you want. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit as well. So this is my current, not really. I use this kind of setup for Claude code using iTerm as well. And also I have a agentic setup using Cloud Agent Teams. But since then, I have moved to a my own solution, which delegates to different agents, which is this thing right here. It should pop up. So it has all the tasks, and now it will start delegating to agents. Something like that. This is what is giving me these reports now. This is my daily report. So I'll probably will talk about that setup as well because I'm also developing that. Maybe do some development in there as well. Anyway, I'm going to quit that. Let's going back to our this one. Build teach loop. It is recommendation like what's working, what's not working. Well, this is for my school. I haven't really put much effort there, so I should probably put more effort there. Onboarding signals, two users hit create. So someone is actually checking it out. So I probably need to send them emails for demo and book demos. And engagement, all this is my post hog is connected to the Claude code. So using a skill, I will share everything in my school community. I usually do. So if you want to get all the my setup and everything skills that I use to do all these things, check out the school community. It's a paid community, um, but you have access to me there. Live metrics, subscribers, flat videos 11, content gap, unique visitors 47. Google Organic is going up. So someone has signed in. Onboarding 2. Source leak. News failed. This is tracking our live stream and video performances. Connected to my YouTube as well. Trend scan, feature testing, some admin work, school course chapters. Yeah, and my another project that I need to migrate. So today, what is driving our live stream is post hog channel performance. So I'm just going doing more live streams and see if that will convert people. People are visiting the websites, but more from SEO apparently. Um, and they're landing on avatar pages. So more people are interested in Instagram. So that's why we are fixing the Instagram ones first now. Segment 1 content discovery pipeline. Welcome. What we are building today based on real user data from PostHook. So we have already talked about that. If you're into AI powered content creation, drop a comment with what platform you create for the most. And if you want to try Brand Brain yourself, so the app itself that I automate everything is all of this is with is called Brand Brain. Let me just open that up. That's this. Let me. So now it is giving me the light version. So this is the app. You can have there's a demo. So autonomous agents, but it's pretty much like personal assistant, but built for marketing. But this is really a harness, really. Basically, what I just showed you on here. This is a CLI version of it, which will connect to Brand Brain for the task, etc. But it's slightly different, so I won't go more into it. But it's similar to Cloud Core schedulers. I created this like ages ago, and but just for content marketing, this one here, and videos with your face. This is what we are going to focus on. So you have a let me you have an avatar section here. So I want to create. Uh-huh. Something that I did very recently had broken my avatar selection. I will ask it to revert it actually. So there is our first fix. Go to Claude. Recently we did a fix for images on the avatar page that's not working. That broke the images on images are not being rendered on production. Can you revert that change for Brand Brain and deploy it? Go through the commit history and find out which one what you changed. If you can fix it, you can fix it, but I doubt it will fix it. I'll just add the image as well. And let me switch back to, you can see that. All right. And yep, everything seems to be working, I think. So let it fix it. So what it is that it can, let me see if I have examples here. Instagram published scheduled. So these are carousels. Oh, I did actually purge all the content that I had created. So maybe on my Instagram account. So if I go to Instagram. Let's see if I can. So these are the kind of avatar videos that I'm creating. So it has a
Actually get
background.
stuff done on your
This is
computer.
me,
This open source tool
but
went
it's just an
viral a
image
few days
created
ago,
from,
and people
but it's just created from an image, and the audio synced.
are losing their
It's like
minds
an
over it.
avatar video, and there can be backgrounds and stuff like that. It's not, it works for me, it works for so many others, but more formats, etc., are going to be added. This, for example, you know, like half and half layout, things like that, different layouts, really. That's Those are going to be added. But we are still in MVP stage. We're still testing out what users actually want rather than continuously keeping on building, more focus on marketing at the moment. Uh, but if you have some specific workflows, be sure to comment and I will add that. So that's basically the Instagram workflow. Instagram, we need to check the carousel flow as well, which seems to be working. Quick wins I have had connected to my this me this to my LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn has, I mean, I have autoed it. Like, I had played around with this system for a while, so it has my preferences like nailed down. And because of that, it had been auto publishing on auto researching and finding it. So all these LinkedIn ones, if I go to LinkedIn, scheduled and LinkedIn, or if I go to content review here, these are all scheduled from today. So I didn't write it, but it knows what I am an expert in. That is given here in user preferences. When it onboards, it's like a memory cursor rules file. It's like an agent note system about me. So it creates notes about me, what my preferences are, and stuff like that. And based on that, it pretty much has a lot of my preferences nailed down. So it creates in the format that I want. And additional ones, how does it create the know my preferences? For example, if I go to content review, once it's created, there's an auto approver. So once, I don't recommend you like, for new users, won't turn this on. This is like an auto content review on schedule. You turn it on and it will auto approve it. But once you know that everything is working properly, you can turn it on, and there is no reviewing bottleneck there. So once that works, it auto approves and it goes here. So if I see, this is a content page, this is not a schedule page. And here, if I see, just show me LinkedIn, you can see that all of this has been approved already. Pending review, like, this has been not approved, maybe. It's not published. Not approved ones, clear. Nothing is there. Oh no, it is here. Yeah, basically there are no videos for it. So yeah, obviously it won't approve it because there's no video. These are the Instagram videos. So maybe we'll select one of these, and like I was saying before, where does it know my preferences? Because I can see the content and everything, where it came from, the original content, the research, the source, etc., where it came from, because this is the research, right? And I can say this needs changes. You can, and I'll use my supervisor or something like that. Hey, the hook is not proper, something like that, right? Then I can give it like that, and then that will, and if I give a reason, it will infer from my what I say, what needs to be changed, what are my preferences, and add to user preferences. That's how that works. And reject the work the same way. You can delete it. This is more hard rejection, saying that I don't want it to resurface again, right? The other one will adjust the needs changes will update the content and put it back in the queue. This one will just reject it. And so that's basically it. And also the second way is to do review in chat, and that will open up in the chat panel, which is a bit more. I usually review it from here. Okay. Well, review in chat. All right. Okay. Temporary. Sometimes the APIs don't work. Rate limit or their servers are down. Huh. So that is annoying. Maybe I can change the. Let me quickly change the model for the platform. Let's see if that works. Review in chat. I may need to change the provider. So that's another thing. I may need to auto switch the providers. Yeah, that is working. So that it's just that model is probably overloaded. There needs to be some kind of auto switching mechanism if a model is overloaded. All right, so this is how it works. It will read the content and present it in a nice panel. And yeah, you can review it chatting with it. So you have that. And let me just copy that URL and save it somewhere so that we can come back to it. You can go to conversations, but then again, you can see that, but once you have a lot more. Okay, you have that. Yeah, I can actually identify that. So I can revisit it like that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine then. I don't need to copy paste it. So I can also review it from here. If I click into it, and then I can create my voice, record my voices. It has my voice samples already. That's how it knows. Or use 11 lab voices. Or upload your own video, or record your sample here. I don't have to. I'm just going to cancel it. There's no canceling mechanism. So um that, yeah, all of those, a little bit of niceties they're not available. But anyway, so what you do is you generate the audio and then you generate the video, and then you have the background setting where you can add videos and stuff like that. I'll just go through it one by one. All of this should be covered in this session. So how does it actually find this content, like the Instagram reel scripts? So that is again a scheduled task, like an agent task. Agent wakes up and I have turned it off, but it's trend detection. But I can go to my sources. This is where all the research is stored. So you can find other YouTube videos. Don't know why it is. Maybe a link is corrupt or something like that. But if I go there, this is a summary of their YouTube transcript. So it can go through YouTube videos. It can do research. It can do manual input. That's like, I will just say, if I just say research about X thing, and then I put it like that and add these are instructions to agent, this will research. Or if you have an incomplete thought, something like AI actually may reduce productivity, something like that. And if I do that, it will try to ground that thought with facts and then research, do a research on that. And then that's how you can do personalized research from the get-go, supporting or against your thought process. So it will provide a nice contrast there. Those kind of content as well. You can also give YouTube video URLs, article links, and anything that it will be able to consume. Sometimes it may fail because if the URL is blocked by you know, web agents, things like that. In those cases, it will fail, um, but it works most of the time. So that's like this quick search. And you can also add a new preference. Remember the agent notes that I showed you, that agents make notes of your preferences. You can also edit them and to get it working this way that you want. So this is a YouTube research it did. It knows my niche and things that I talk about. So I I knows that I talk about Claude Code a lot. And yeah, this is news about 19 hours ago. It did work. And yeah, although there may be a, I don't know, I may have, I think even if I switched it off, the main one is working, I think. Because 19 hours ago, I had it switched off. No, it's 1 day ago. This one is 19 hours ago. Probably there might be a bug, so I may need to do that as well. So let me just make a note of that. Make sure that agent tasks don't run. Agent tasks don't run at the system level if user has explicitly turned it off. So once the trend scan is done, what the next thing, there are different auto tasks, right? You can do the trend task. You can promote your, this is for my product promotion for the brand brain product itself. Um, LinkedIn product promotion. I can also create custom tasks with custom prompts, right? So it will try to do it with the available tools, marketing tools, right? Research, things like that. And yeah, that is basically it. The platform in a nutshell. I have my own auto reviewer as well because I wanted to switch this off, and you can do custom, uh, review mechanisms and stuff like that. So it's basically agent harness. I've chosen to make it focus to uh, content marketing. I'm very bad at marketing. That's probably why it's not popular. But it's pretty much similar to like OpenCloud or something like that, like a Cloud Code, things like that. Purpose built. Okay, that is working now. So I think our other agent fixed it. But look, these images are really slow loading. That's what I had asked it to fix. But then, so okay, there's a okay. But then it broke it, so it's now reverted. So that's one way. Usually after transcan, when it does transcan, it tries to create the content there itself. And if you detect any gap, it may not actually do the whole thing, all the trends. It may skip some. So in those cases, you can go to trends, like sources for the all the research captured, etc. You can go Google Maps AI features. Then I can select repurpose in chat. I can create LinkedIn post, carousel. Like I can select which formats and things like that. And then I can LinkedIn carousel, for example, right? I can also create reels from here. So I don't know what it is. Google Maps AI features. So let's see what it is. Strategic recommendations for business may perform well. So you have the sources there. Let's go build and monetize your SaaS in. This is good for Instagram carousel actually. I'll show you how you maybe. What is this? 30 under 30 class of 2025 redefining. Anything interesting here? We can actually ask here. Anything interesting in the in our latest sources that can be repurposed into a reel that has the viral potential? So that's one way to do it. This should work. The other way is through content discovery, being more intentional. But I don't really like spending time here, so I just auto it. I have used it for like 6 months now, so I have a pretty good idea, and it has. You need to use it for like at least a week so that it has, or using merely using it doesn't, or you have to actually set up the preferences beforehand, because the more you use it, the more the tone and everything it understands how you right. The more you post it, it can look at the history, right? And also, more you accept reject your content, it knows how to formulate your content. So it's going through the sources to find what would be a good candidate. AI weekend review. Top viral candidates. It's either my internet or the API. Something is slow. So it's top viral candidates, AI weekend review, AI companions and hidden loneliness crisis. That is a good thing. That is a good one, I think. Relatable, controversial take triggers debate. Another one is automation paradox. Why more tools lead to more overhead? I think I'll do this. So this is one of the ways, right? I can do this and say code that, and I can say, yeah, I think I like this source. Can you read this source and create an Instagram reel and yeah, just an Instagram reel for now, and I can send it. Yeah, I will show you the other way as well, so that before. So when it says learning, that is it's reading is your preferences and things like that. You can see that load the relevant skills. So it's the skills framework that is kicking off vertical video scripts, content creation, platform content length, and it's reading those skills here. And after all that, creating the hook and script and everything. Context, what happened, something shocking about AI this week, bigger picture. So the reel is created now. So this time, then if I click into that, I can see the avatar generation panel. The other way to find this kind of content is through content discovery, which is the content discovery page here. Currently, YouTube and X are working. Instagram is coming. But here, let's say if I search for AI, Claude Code, what else are we talking about? Uh, I can do this in the chat as well instead of using the tool. Here, startup advice, content strategy. I'll say Claude Code. What else is the vibe coding is what I talk about. AI harnesses, Hermes. No, that's too specific, I think. Uh, AI news. I'm not sure giving all of that will work. I'll give last week. English, preferred language, long form. Only outliers is fine. Engagement. Find the outliers. This is one. Anthropic just killed all your agent harnesses. What is this? This is trending, but it's not really. It has like 128K subs, but it's not really going. It's not really a, I don't know, super trending thing. 2 days ago. So if I go to that video, what does vidIQ say? Yeah, it is trending. Yeah, it's not bad. Let me just, let's just do, yeah, because it's trying to put everything, I think so. Let me just remove some of these things from the keyword. Yeah, we have now coding, just change vibe coding, Andrea using AI to code. Yeah, this is like an interview, right? So if you want to summarize and create a good informational video or informational reel, something like that, you can use that. Ultimate vibe coding tutorial. That is like a 5-hour tutorial. You can try, but it may not be the perfect one. Use idea and to create a reel. This is the another way. You can create Instagram reel. Reel is created now. Okay, the video transcript is not available for some reason. So let's try a different video. Just terminate that session. Let's go. Let's use this Greg Eisenberg video. If this is also not working, there's something wrong with the YouTube transcript, I think. Tool. So I may need to fix that or at least look into that. Maybe it's that I ran out of credits because of all the trend research, but we will see. Reel. Just trying to get the transcript. Oh, you have the transcripts. It's just that that video wasn't working. Or maybe it's not ready. Probably it's a new video. I don't know. For some reason, it's off. So now it has the transcript. All right. So we have two pieces of content. Let's see. I think we can use this one as to test our avatar video. It's it's a next. It's based on that Greg Eisenberg video. So first thing is, let's read through it. You can also edit this like this. You can type stuff in before creating the video. Stop vibe coding, start getting customers. And if I don't know why my, yeah, let's see. Start getting customers. 2,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single 200,000. Really? I didn't know that. That's a good stat. Um, on platforms like Lovable, and here's the brutal truth: nobody uses them. You spend hours building something cool, launch to silence, then build more features, launch to more silence. It's a loop. It's a trap. Is thinking if you build it, they will come. They don't. Here's the shift that's happening. Uh, code used to be the moat. Code used to be the moat. Now distribution is the moat. Engineers used to be number one in Silicon Valley, then product people, then marketers at the bottom, getting laughed at. But today the people who understand distribution, who know how to get customers, they are at the top of the list. And the smart builders, they are doing the opposite. They start with distribution first. They grow an audience. This is what exactly I have to do as well. Ask the audience what they need, then they build it in a weekend. The audience is shocked. They launch to warm leads. Shocked. Audience is shocked. Is that what? I don't know what that means. They launch to warm leads and they start making money. Distribution first, product second, always. The code is commoditized. When I want to say that. AI can build anything. The hard part now is getting anyone to see it. So stop building in a vacuum, start building with customers. So this, I don't have it. Background for I probably won't have a background for it. It will be just my face, I think. Right. Uh, I can ask actually if is there any link that I can use it for as a background when the time comes. But I can for now. Let's use a voice. I don't know. I will use vibe voice actually. Maybe Aria. Maybe
Hey guys, here's just a more casual, kind of relaxed version of my voice, and I think it's great for.
Sarah.
The years teach much which the days never know.
Our distrust is very expensive.
Actually, I'll do it with my voice actually and my face maybe. Let's see that first. So if I, these are my voice samples.
OpenAI is slowing
Yeah,
hiring.
that's my friends.
OpenAI is slowing hiring.
No,
OpenAI is slowing hiring, not because of
why is that not playing? That's interesting. Maybe there's nothing inside.
Most AI assistants just chat with you.
Maybe it's just slow. Maybe I deleted the original file. I don't know. So 7 is working.
Most AI assistants.
Yeah, so let me just delete these actually. Delete the ones that are not working to avoid confusion. So that one is
Most AI assistants just chat with you. Moltbot actually gets.
no, this one.
Most AI assistants just chat with you. Moltbot actually gets. Microsoft just turned your computer.
Okay. Well, let's use that one and try to generate the audio for uh, this. And let's see. Yeah, I'm using my audio. You can use here uh, these presets, and also you can use the one that comes with 11 labs as well. Um, so this is a model called Vibe Voice, and you need to generate the audio now. You can also record from here. You can just read it instead of generating if you want to save the credits. So you can just read it in your voice. It's just that you don't have to be in front of the camera. So you can save some credits there if you just want to record it. And also, if you don't want AI to generate the video, you can just upload, not here, here, upload the video altogether. So I'm just going to use AI to do this. Hopefully everything works. I think I actually have to top up my file account and everything for this to work. So let me give me a second actually. I was actually showing you my LinkedIn, which was doing the auto publish, where I went not viral. I don't know what constitutes as viral, but my follower count is growing, and that's where it went up like that. Now it is kind of like coming back down, but there the impressions went up and staying there. So I'm still getting here. I wasn't getting any impressions. Yeah, now I'm getting the similar sort of impressions every day. It's still slightly going up. So LinkedIn is working the auto publish mechanism when I autoed the marketing there. So yeah, I've got more followers as well because of that. Yeah, it's publishing like crazy, I think, on LinkedIn. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit of cadence a little bit because I think may need like at least 2 hours in between. It's like very too close together, I think. I don't know if it, I haven't, I only went, have my impressions have only gone up because of that. I don't know, but yeah, I probably will reduce that in the preferences. But anyway, coming back to our Instagram, let's generate the audio for this. Well, that is being generated. Well, let's have some patience, maybe. Probably take a minute. It looks like what happened to the audio. Okay, this is where we'll have to uh, debug it a little bit. So maybe the file top up hasn't gone through. So I'll just go through here and say, let's say, what we'll say. I just tried creating an audio on BrandBrain. Can you check the logs first to see what went wrong? And I don't see the audio coming through to my front end. It may have probably finished. And let me give that. And in the meantime, I can go to, let me check my file vibe voice. If I go to requests, so it is still in progress. So it is still in progress, but for some reason, the front end doesn't show that it is in progress. It times out or resets it. That's the problem. So I'm going to add that context. So I just checked file, and the request is actually still in progress. The thing is that the front end resets to not in progress or resets to normal state, um, and it doesn't preserve the in progress for some reason. It gets cleared somehow. I'm not really sure. We need to fix that. Is it not coming from convex? Why is it getting reset? And for this, I may let me just escape it and let's set it to high effort just for this. Why is it saying thinking with medium effort? It's fine. Let it work. And yeah, right. So what is it? The problem has two parts. No convex processing emit for audio. The backend generate audio only emits the convex when audio is completed. It never emits a processing status. Can you capture this issue in the right project file and fix it and deploy the change? Make sure everything works using RTL tests and maybe convex tests and yeah, write meaningful tests. Let it process it, and that means that we should still see the audio when it becomes available. So let's go back and check it. Is it still in processing? No, it's not still in processing, but at least I can also say that I actually checked it. Now the audio processing is complete from Fal's side, but the front end never updated either. So check that as well. So there is still when it completes, even then the audio doesn't come back to the front end. So analyze that as well and include that as well in the fix. So let's see if I refresh it. Is it available then? Yep. If I refresh it, I see it. Then now I have the avatar. So when that we can test that, that will get deployed, fixed and deployed, hopefully. And for the next Instagram reel, we can test that feature. I'll just make a note of it so that I don't forget. Test audio generation real time front end update. So, okay, so now we have the avatars. So that's my voice of this. Let's listen.
Top vibe coding. Start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single day on platforms like Lovable, and here's the brutal truth: nobody sees them. You spend hours building something cool, launch to silence, then build more features, launch to more silence. It's a loop. The trap is thinking if you build it, they will come. They don't. Here's the shift that's happening. Code used to be the moat, now distribution is the moat. Engineers used to be number one in Silicon Valley, then product people, then marketers at the bottom getting laughed at. But today the people who understand distribution, who know how to get customers, they're at the top of the list. And the smart builders, they're doing the opposite. They start with distribution first. They grow an audience, ask that audience what they need, then they build it in a weekend. The audience is shocked, they launch to warm leads, and they start making money. Distribution first, product second. Always. The code is commoditized. AI can build anything. The hard part now is getting anyone to see it. So stop building in a vacuum, start building with customers.
That's actually not so bad, but it's not my, it doesn't have that much similarity to my voice. So I'm going to regenerate my voice, but probably I will speak it maybe this time. So I can, in generate audio, I go to Vibe Voice. I'll probably read this again, and so it has more. Actually, I can wait for the fix to finish and deploy. Then we will do this. So let's see. Then we can actually see. Or in the meantime, I can use a different avatar. Maybe this one. This one is not bad. She's not bad. She's also not bad. Maybe I can use her. And I don't know. Let's select a voice.
In the theater of life, we are all actors sharing the same
It is not so important.
That's Roger. Sarah.
The
Maybe
years
Sarah.
teach much which the days never know.
Our distrust is very expensive. Our distrust is very
Level.
Just trust yourself.
Nope.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine.
Okay. Let's select Jessica. And what am I building? I'm building a marketing agent team. So basically this thing called brandbrain.app, which finds content, interesting content, and then auto creates these reels and publishes to Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, what else? X, and TikTok is coming, YouTube, things like that. So that's this part. So this is more like a educational video templates. So there are some bugs here, so I'm fixing it from reported by my existing users. For example, this doesn't auto appear after finishing the audio generation, things like that. So it's basically, I don't have to be in front of the camera. It generates a script. Once I get my preferences down, I can just switch on auto, and then I have an auto approve loop. I'll just show you very quickly. So it's like a scheduled task, like OpenClaw. So it does the trend detection, and then you have to talk with it like at least for a week to get your preferences down. Or maybe it's not about the week, the more you interact with it. So if you go to content review, you have all the content here, right? So the auto approver, once you have all the preferences down, it goes through the content that it finds online and personalizes with your preferences and your knowledge and past history, etc., and then creates content for different platforms. And this is all approved, and this is all published. These are in the pipeline. So if you go to schedule here, so it happens in the background. So I'm not actively involved, but you still have to interact with it like a couple of times to get your preferences down. It's like personal assist, not personal assist. It's like a content agents that work together. So all these are scheduled, upcoming. I don't do a thing, and everything works very well. So look at the impressions I'm getting. So I have full autoed my LinkedIn because I was very much active on LinkedIn. And look here. This is where I full autoed it like 2 days ago, 4 days ago. Look at my impressions, and I'm getting I'm getting followers as well here. So I'm trying to do that with Instagram as well, because people are landing. There seems to be more trend with Instagram avatars. People want it. Yeah, UGC um, is coming, but this is more. There is UGC. I haven't enabled it. It's gated under a feature flag. Let's see. So that is but more like a build your authority, like an expert figure in your space. It will, you know, eh, that is that template that I'm talking about. So this is this is repurposed from a Greg Eisenberg video, right? So it's more like an expert. I don't know how to authority building. But if UGC will be here under tools, it's almost there. It works the same principles more or less. So that's basically it. Now I need to see whether that has been deployed. No, it's still running tests. Meanwhile, I can use Jessica to read this. So generate audio. It'll take a minute. I can probably show you the gating. Let's see. Configuration. If I come out UGC, switch that on, save settings, refresh that. You have the UGC creator here. Currently, I have products which is switched on, so it tries to promote your product. So I have my own app added there, so it will promote at intervals. I have the market research. It does the market research and stores this. You can sync it again if you want. If you refresh it, it will do the market research again. Because I haven't done this for 2 months ago, so I have to refresh it for sure. And then it creates that task will run LinkedIn product promotion. You can create your own agentic task as well, like review mechanisms, auto approves, and stuff like that, which will run in the background. And after that, there is an option for here to upload the images, right? So once you do that, I will switch that is not fully connected. Once that is fully connected, I will, when I select a product there, it will have the product image. And then I can select an avatar. This is a UGC. This is my friend. So I can add anyone and I will create an image and then write the script. It will be created with AI as well. And then UGC and publishing queue. That's pretty much it. Hashing, that's great. Thank you. Um, so that's pretty much the idea. And I also have another feature that's coming. Let's see. Faceless videos, like faceless YouTube videos. So if I switch that on, that will appear there. So these are all in pipeline. This is all I'm working on this week. So if I don't know if that will, okay, this will go to the chat and it will create and come back, something like that. Yeah, it's not fully hooked up to the tools. So a version of it is present in Faceless 2 Brand Brain app, I think. Yeah, but I don't think it's functional. Yeah. Anyway, let me switch that off. Otherwise, my users will get confused. UGC, save settings, faceless, switch off, save settings. Yep. Right. So yeah, that's what basically I'm building. Yeah. We have content discovery, like copying someone, like rephrasing their competitor reels. These are all in pipeline. In the next 5 to 10 days, this all should go out. Yeah, I'm focusing on just Instagram and UGC, etc. this week. Carousels are already out for Instagram. Still need some testing. My current users are testing it. I can show you. So if I go to schedule and Instagram published, yeah, there's this. Those are the carousels that go. It's a slight delay on loading the images problem. So it's same concept, but it's a different format. Instead of a reel, it will create a carousel. These two are published. But anyway, coming back to this, also building stuff in the background while watching your stream. Oh, thanks. What are you building? Maybe we can share notes. So, Jessica, yeah, that's the issue that I'm fixing. It doesn't, once it finishes, it doesn't update back and the convex connection is not working properly. So, or the server restarted and it because the other deploy was, let's see, no, it's still writing tests. So I need to check the logs, what happened. So if I go to my, let me see if I have anything sensitive there first. If I go to my post hog, let's see. All right, I don't think anything. Logs. What happened? Billing failed. Usage not recorded. That's because I haven't made that a paid model. That's not it. Where's my audio? Audio generation, vibe, voice. Didn't I click on it? No, vibe, voice. No, audio. Interesting. There's a MongoDB connection failure. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Compaction not available. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. Let's try it again and see. Because the for sure it didn't reach file. So let's try it again. Generate audio. Yes. Is there a live tail? Okay. This is something else, I think. I think a trend scan or something is running. Oh, so the logs are getting mixed. So if I get to conversations, something is running. Viral content. No. Let's see if that has reached Vibe voice. No, that is an issue. We need to check it then. Your device 625. Okay, this is in the past. When is this? Interesting. I don't see any logs at all. Okay. I'll just, once this is done, I'll just tell it it's not working. If you're aware of virus total, that kind, I don't know what that is, but it is for your code base GitHub. E2E audit tools for GitHub repo, basically. Well, those are actually good. Those perform very well, I think. Enterprise tools. Yeah, auditing tools have demand now because a lot of things are vibe coded. So if you can audit vibe coded tools, then I think there are already a few of them performing very well. Companies are using that to verify or do a security audit for their. They did used to exist as well. Penetration testing, right? So companies hire big agencies to do this thing. I used to hire, like when I used to work as a contractor, I used to hire these penetration testers and code auditors. So yeah, they're very expensive. So, but I don't know what VirusTotal is. Let me run the full test suite. Still stuck on the test. All right, I'll just do this. When I try to, for BrandBrain app, when I try to generate an audio using Vibe Voice provider, when I select a 11 labs voice plus Vibe Voice provider to generate an audio, it doesn't even look like it is reaching FAL. So there's something going on. I had tried it a couple of times recently. Can you check the production logs and check the logs first? Check the production logs first and see what's going on. I wouldn't generally recommend you connect your production to Claude Code with bypass permissions on if you don't know what you're doing. I have recovery set up properly, so if anything goes wrong, and everything is encrypted, so if anything goes wrong, um, you know, and you can set up hooks as well if it tries to do something bad, so to block certain actions. So if you don't know what you're doing, and we don't do bypass permissions on connected to production, especially when you're working with a big code base already established. This is just this is an MVP. So just got here. What is the objective of the automation? The automation is basically a distribution. So I'm very good at building. So I am very bad at distribution. I have a YouTube channel and such, but still I'm very bad. Sometimes things perform well, so I decided that I don't really like it either. So I'm using agents to automate it. The automation is really my own app that I'm vibe coding. So you can see that the content calendar, it is distributing to LinkedIn, I don't know, for other platforms as well. I have these sort of platforms connected. Platform connections. What it does is it creates LinkedIn posts, threads, Instagram reels, and carousels, things like that. So that's basically it's basically agent harness, which has the agents run and define the goals, see what worked. Well, that part is not quite connected, but at least auto approves and it publishes it. So I rarely spend time here. But recently there has been a demand for Instagram Reels, especially. So I'm trying to. There are bugs, right? It's an MVP, so I'm trying to fix the bugs now. Creating Instagram Reels on the fly. So once this is done properly, I'll create a task for it that to run every day or something like that. So it already handles trend scanning and creation of. So these are all the results of trend scanning. So it scans for every day for trends. I have switched it off now, so you can see all the news items. It's basically grounded research, and then I can repurpose in chat and select the create for all platforms or select like that. And I can also do content discovery here if I want to do Claude Code. You don't have to use this. You can also use the chat to do this, but currently I'm doing this use and Instagram Reel, trying to fix that workflow really. So I have the automation produces things like this. It's
Why?
me,
Because it connects to every app you already use.
but
WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, iMessage.
yeah, but it's just my image and my voice. So I can auto it. That is the automation. This used to be an innate automation, very simple, but now it's a product. So you can see that LinkedIn is working. So it's full auto now, LinkedIn. So my objective is to make this bug free and make it full auto for my customers, like the users of the app, and uh, and for me primarily. So I'm basically solving my own problem. So that's the automation. 6 platform social media content factory automation. Yeah, that is the N8 automation that I had. Yeah, that's exactly it. I have more templates here. So I did sell that template did sell was was really popular on my N810. And now and then someone actually requested it to create an app for it. So I said, okay, I will make a SaaS for it. And this has become an agent harness now, but this is more focused towards AI content agents. I have the CLI version of it as well, which I'm developing. And I also, if I go here, right, let me see. So if I don't know, I think this is it. This is the SEO version of it. Don't know if it is connected, but it's the same thing. If I see the agents drive the page navigation and everything. This is an old video. Basically, this is the same harness, different app. So I can just keep cloning the harness and repurpose it for like certain squads or marketing teams, etc. That's the idea. You have that one. Yeah, that's basically it. So I have my Telegram connected here as well. So I'm talking. This is my personal assistant. The same harness, the CLI version. So it does much more. It checks my post hoc. It checks my school, which is I have ignored for ages, Gumroad, and it strategizes and give me, so for example, daily project reviews. It's like OpenClaw, but the same thing is I don't know how to market it. So yeah, it's something like that. But Brand Brain, this is connected to this one here, this account here, just content agents. This is called Brand Brain Bot. So that's the agent channels here, Telegram. And then whenever it wants to interview me about something, it will just send me a message there, or I can ask it like what are the top priorities. I used to do this before the auto mechanism because I was still actively involved in, so if something breaks out, right, when I'm outside and some new technology comes out, I will just say, okay, research about this and create content, right, and it will do it on the fly, but I'll still use it for that. But now I have this auto mechanism here, trend detection. It kind of does it automatically. I don't even have to tell it in Telegram. So would love your input if you have the time to validate my idea. Actually, I have an agent. If you want to, I don't know if I can I have an agent who that does um, all the research and everything for it. Let me see if it is live. It's the same harness again. I just duplicated idea ideas.brandbrain app. Yeah, but then again, yeah, it's I don't know if you can bring your own keys there. You'll have to no, it's somewhere. Wipe coders. I don't know. I have so many domain names. I don't ideas. Maybe it's in configuration. Let's see if I have ideas. No. SEO. No. If you want to give a ideal customer profile and what your app does and put it in the chat and or comment it, and then I'll find that and run it through and send it, reply to that comment. It is somewhere actually, I don't know, you still have to sign up for this, I think, because it is in the tools are here in the chat. You can validate it from here, uh, but it's all, let's see, but it's all hidden. There's another agent. Yeah, I'll tell you if you comment it. I'll tell you later. Maybe I can look it up. Let me look it up quickly on my production. No, it's in my Cloudflare actually. Brand Brain app is on one of the subdomains. Domains, DNS. DNS records. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll find it and send it to you. AI makers, AI makers dot brandbrain dot app. Nope, that is not it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll find it and send it to you. If you do you have a URL for it? I can do it right now. Maybe I can do the research. I have free trial on BrandBrain. It's just that you have to enter your card because I get a lot of abusers. So you need the credit card, but you can just cancel it. A 7-day trial though, so remember to I don't have the notifications, so remember to cancel it before the 7 days. Review codes, review hyphen codes, replay. Okay, review.codes. I think I've seen this. Sounds familiar. Let me see. If I add it as a product, what does it happen? I can't 100% guarantee that it will work. So product name is review codes. No, that is it's not it. It all depends on if this is fetchable. Create product. Huh. Actually, let me delete it and do it again. All right, doesn't work. Something is happening. Oh no. Sync. Sync. Why? That's accessible, right? Is it under Cloudflare? Are you blocking it? Let's say, do you have access to this website? I may have. Let's see what that says. Yeah, there's something wrong with your URL, I think. The website is saying its website is very new and not indexed yet. Yeah, that's web search though. 400 bad request. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try my website. Then I'll know if it is a problem with my web fetch tool, which will mean that I need to immediately fix it. Can you access brand brain.app URL? That is HTTPS as well. Yeah, because sometimes I may have sensitive information, so I hid the thing. Okay, this is a problem with my tool. Web fetch returned a 400 bad request error. Let me fix it. Let me put it back into your thing and let me just fix it. I think it may be my web search service credit issue. Let me just check it very quickly if I have run out of credits there. Or maybe I may have deleted the API key. Sometimes I do that. Because sometimes I worry that I accidentally expose the keys on these live streams. I just rotate the keys afterwards. Um, thank you. Loving the chat UI. And let me just, I know you are not able to see this, but give me a second. Server. I do have credits. Might be down. Let's try with a different account. Today, cars. Oh, captcha. Cars. Right, while that is, I'll fix that in a second. While that is working, let's let's see if our this thing, huh? Mongo memory service kind of competing with the running build. Okay, ignore the tests. Ignore the tests for now. Deploy the fixes. Okay, that is fixed then. So the problem with audio generation is probably fixed. I want to refresh it and see. There's two narrations, so it did create it.
Top vibe coding. Start getting customers.
Yeah, it's not my voice.
200,000 new vibe coding projects.
Stop vibe coding. Start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding
It
projects
added
are
background
created every
music.
single day
Why?
on platforms like Lovable. And here's the brutal truth. Nobody sees them. You spend hours building something cool, launch to silence, then build more features, launch to more silence. It's a loop. The trap is thinking if you build it, they will come. They don't. Here's the shift that's happening. Code used to be the moat. Now distribution is the moat. Engineers used to be number one in Silicon Valley, then product people, then marketers at the bottom getting laughed at. But today, the people who understand distribution, who know how to get customers, they're at the top of the list. And the smart builders, they're doing the opposite. They start with distribution first. They grow an
I
audience.
actually didn't know it could produce background music. Really? It's interesting.
Ask that audience what they need, then they build it in a weekend. The audience is shocked, they launch to warm leads, and they start making money. Distribution first, product second. Always.
But I think I still like
Top
this.
vibe coding. Start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single day on platforms like Lovable. And here's the brutal truth. Nobody sees them. You spend hours
It's
building
not
something.
really my voice nor my accent, but it's all right. Maybe I can select myself and try to create it, but make sure that the server doesn't restart in between, so I will lose it. So let me quickly see on my server any. Actually, I can actually ask Claude. Are there any deployments in progress on production? That's so many tabs. That is correct. Maybe I should, yeah, wave speed. Oh, I needed that. Brand brain. Okay, I need that. Yeah, let's keep everything else. Can you access brand brain app URL? This is for you, so I'll keep that. Yeah. All right. Let me just didn't realize I still had the view blocked. Let's see. Yes, the deployment is progress right now, so I will wait a few minutes for that. In the meantime, I will go to Yeah, the deployment will take some time. Meanwhile, what do we have here? We are working on Instagram Reel creation, agent task implementation. We do need to create the marketing team. So that is easier, I think. Then you have the UGC video tool, content discovery. We do have competition page. I don't know but I have hidden it. It's only available for certain users. Let's see. What was it? What was it actually? I don't actually remember. Deal decent competition page with expandable card. It was actually done, I think, but I don't remember exactly. Instagram review mode off, and it will appear. Competitions. Yeah, that was another thing. And if I go here, view details, there are some kinks there. If I do view sources, I can't see anything. Yeah, that's not connected. Discover new reels. Will it work? Cool. I'm watching your stream while building as well. Awesome. I do have a tendency to talk a lot. Let it run. I don't think it's fully connected, but if it works, great. Otherwise, we'll come back to it and tell Claude to fix it. Upload pre-stream. So no, that's not it. And we have, oh, this is also part of it, reel to read content conversion. So this is basically a skill. What does it do? Yeah, it just basically automatically listens to, you can set up competition like this, and then it will automatically listen to them, what they are talking about, then rephrase it and do some additional context with some extra research, and then make it better and create reels. So reel to reel conversion with your faces. That's basically the idea. So that is blocked on this one. So the current reel creation that we are doing, we have meta review submission, which I haven't done yet. Currently, it is on invite only in Instagram publishing. Meta reviews needed. I haven't submitted it yet. Landing page output examples. Brand carousel read content bug. Why? It's done. That's just asking if it can see the carousels. So if I go to content discovery and say Claude code last week, find outliers, and say open source Claude code. Ooh, that is viral. 562 subs. And what is it about? That is definitely growing his channel. Yeah, this is about the source code leak, open source Claude code, which I did, which got 40 views. Maybe I should create a new channel. or be better at creating videos. Code leaked. Maybe I can create a carousel out of it and test that. Carousel? Create Instagram carousel. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have carousel branding, etc. fully updated in my preferences, so there may be some inconsistencies. So I should add a search feature here. Let's see. Instagram, anything related to Instagram. Apply to Instagram. For tutorial feature content about AI tools, always include practical how to use steps in addition. No, there's nothing else, maybe? Instagram. For brand brain promotional content, especially Instagram Reels and TikTok, use comment for resources CTAs with specific trigger words like comment links when you're sending. Yeah, this is the next in pipeline after this to connect it to ManyChat. Auto DMs. But Instagram, do I have anything in content defaults? Brand colors. Ooh, I haven't actually filled it in. So it might be bad. Posting strategy. One per day on weekdays. Yeah, it's definitely not going through. So yeah, there are a few bugs here I need to fix. Brand colors. Let me just copy that first because I don't want to lose it. And I'll just make it empty. So let's see what it does actually. It is creating images for the slides. So we'll see what it does without any of the. Did I lose audio? I think I did. Let me quickly check. Can you hear me? Anyone? But that failed. That's probably the model is overloaded, I think. I can ask Claude. Oh no, the deployment might have finished and it might have restarted. Let me check. That's probably more likely. It might have restarted the server, so the streaming connection got lost. Deployments. Yep, there was a deployment just 1 minute ago. Restarted the server. There's another one coming. 4 minutes that will deploy again. Restart it again. Maybe we should wait for that to finish instead of wasting credits in progress. So that's, I host everything on Coolify, but it's just a static file. Backend is, I do have some on MongoDB Atlas, but most of the things are on Convex. Yeah, because I think after every fix, Claude is pushing the change and triggering a deploy. So kind of like constantly deploy. Let's see what it did here. Backend, generate avatar, video, emits convex processing status with stable job ID with TTS call. Emits completed. Front-end audio section. Let's try to generate that then, if that, to see if that bug is fixed. Serper API key. Let me close anything that we don't need. And then what was I doing? Yeah, either way, I have to wait for the deployment to finish. Otherwise, I'll just lose credits. In the meantime, what were we doing before that? To see if I can, I wonder if I can use a published one. I can use this, I think. Maybe I can review in chat. Right. Reading content. Content is currently in pending review status. It's already presented. It doesn't, though it might be a Claude code because it was a open source thing, right? Well, they rewrote the leaked source code into and renamed into Claude code. That's why it's getting confused. Approve if it looks good. I will see if I can. No, I want to exit out of that. Then I'll ask, are you able to see the slides? So that is that bug. No, slides, not lights. The slides for this carousel. So that was that bug that I was fixing. You don't have the visibility based on the data retrieved, high level content information. Description. Do you have access to slide array or JSON? I don't know how it is presented. Yeah, it is giving me the data. So that is not working. What I need is, what tool is this though? Instagram carousel. Yeah, unfortunately, no. So I can. What project is that? Instagram carousel read content bug. Let's use this. For the project Instagram carousel read content bug, it is still not fixed. Some of the tools used by the interactive content editor on the chat page, that agent, interactive content agent, it uses read content, read selected content, or read content tool, something like that. Check the brand brain code base, but it is only returning this JSON. It's not returning any details about the slide. So check the project, read and understand the project, capture this as a bug, fix it, and verify it using tests using meaningful tests if you can, and deploy it. My OBS is eating up my CPUs. In the meantime, we can actually ask chat. Can you access brandbrain.app? The website is accessible. The website loads successfully. All right, so that is working now. What else were we? We have to test this again, which is
Stop vibe coding, start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single day on platforms like Lovable. And here's the brutal truth, nobody sees them.
sounds like a telemarketing ad. Let's try regenerating it once again with a different voice.
The years teach much.
Let's try a preset voice from the provider itself. Vibe voice. Huh, that is interesting. Area. Yeah, let's use that because that's probably more optimized for that, and rather than using 11 labs. Let's try. Generate audio. Unprocessable entity. Why? Something is still not working. I just tried creating generating an audio on production. Check the logs. I am getting an unprocessable entity error now. Maybe that was this. Hmm, maybe I'll give it there. Don't deploy yet. Wait for confirmation. I need to go for a. I need to get some water. Water. Right. Where are we? Went ahead and made some proper Indian tea. Where we at? Um, root cause get content needs changing tool in repurposing was returning only basic content fields. Get contents needs changing is not the only tool. There are other other tools that just retrieve the content, which is just get content tools. Other tools that so check all the get content tools. So can let it work. We need to test our real creation is working. So what happened here? I still am not getting. Let's refresh. I think let's stick with one issue at a time. Otherwise, I'm losing track. It is in theory, it is good that you can, if it's, yeah, when I refresh this, okay, why am I not clip save to clipboard? When I refresh the old session with content selected, I get this error still. So this I am refreshing the content for which I had issued a audio generation request, but the latest fix wasn't already done. But when I refresh it, I'm getting the same error. But may not happen now after your fix now. But this is the request. This is the content for which the audio was requested before the current fix. If that makes sense. Oh my god. The unprocessable entity area you're seeing is from previous audio generation. Okay. So sometimes I worry that I'm confused it, so I have to tell it a couple of times, but seems to be smart. Once the current deploy finishes, the one with the corrected presets, the new audio generation request will work. The old error toast is just showing the result of the prefix attempt. Try generating a fresh video. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. So let's are there any active deployments happening right now? Hmm. All right. Now the deployment is finished, so we can go ahead and try generating with aria, not this one, aria. Maybe these two selection, because I only had vibe voice before. Then one of my customers asked me, do you have any 11 labs voice? Because they wanted to use their own clone service, but that is still not fully implemented because it's still using my 11 labs account to retrieve the pre-made voices. I need to switch it to enable. The functionality is there. I just need to, it's gated under a feature flag, so I need to enable that. But anyway, let's try with, is that what happened? Mary background music. Interesting. Is that what happened here when I generated
Stop vibe coding, start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created.
with background music? Let's do Alice. See if it works. What happened? It's still generating, which is good. So I have issued a generation on production. Can you check the convex backend if that is in process? You can check the production logs to get the IDs of whatever. So that's working. Let's see if our file has. Funnily enough, I don't see the request in on file either. Request is still in flight. Last log entry shows sending request to file with no completion or error yet. Why voice with a 100,000 character script can make over 21 minutes. Oh, the previous successful request took 21 minutes. Really? That doesn't sound right. Takes about like 1 minute. Maybe fairly slow. This is true. Why is it so long? Takes about like 23 seconds. Usually. No, that is a just look at success. So this one actually did take that my okay, it is right. But on an average, okay, I hadn't actually noticed. How many seconds is that? That's 2 minutes, not 21 minutes. But this one is why? Because of probably cold start. No, that's only 24. Yeah, cold start. That's the a lot of it is cold start, and then 24 seconds. That's interesting. Yep, it's cold start. 2 minutes. Yeah, that more is more like it. Cold start. So I need to. Are there any other audio generation models here that I can audio TTS? There's Minimax. And I actually tried this one.
Hello, this is XAI Text to Speech, brought to you by FAL AI.
Not bad, but where are the TTS? We do have Chatterbox, but the problem is it's not that. No, we have Dia, I think. Dia. TTS.
Dia is an open weights text to
Dia.
dialogue model.
You get full control over scripts and voices.
Wow. Amazing.
Try it now on FAL.
Well, amazing. So it has emotions and laughter. Laughs. Okay. The problem with this was I think it didn't have any cloning. It does have cloning. Maybe I should try it again. Maybe I should. Voice cloning. So you need to actually, there is no instant clone. That's probably why. There is a reason that why I didn't choose this. Can't remember. Voice clone. Where's the voice clone controls? Yeah, that's probably why. What's your name? My name is Dia.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Dia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
TTS, TTS.
Hello, world. Welcome to Minimax's new text to speech model, Speech 2.8 HD. Now available on Fall.
Sea dance too. He's whoa, okay. I need to integrate that. Early access. I agree to the terms above. Request access. We have your request. Our team is reviewing it and will notify when access granted. So it's still on a waiting list. Reference. Yep. So see dance fast. Yeah, it's all the same request, I think. How much is see dream? Is it better? Not same as. No, not same. 10. Yeah, more or less same as Nano Banana Pro, I think. But probably not that good at text. What is this? Huh. This is what I'm using. Probably why it is under audio models. This is new. I tried this. Didn't really like it. Audio to audio. Clone dialogue voices from a sample audio. Okay. So that is, yeah, that's what we just saw. API. Submit a call request. Where's the all right. Okay, that's how you have to send the sample audio. But I'm wondering why it doesn't appear here. Cool. That is interesting. That is a red flag. Let's try this.
Hello, this is a demo of InWorld's TTS.
Hello, this is a demo of InWorld's TTS.
What if I okay, that bug is fixed actually. It's still generating. And file is probably still cold starting. That's fine. Just want to try out this TTS. It doesn't matter. I don't have a clone there. So yeah, that was fast though.
Stop vibe coding. Start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single day on platforms like Louisville. And here's the brutal truth. Nobody sees them. You spend hours building something cool, launch to silence, then build more features.
request will cost 0.04 cents per generated minute. 4 cents per generated minute. How about 1.5? It's the same. So why am I using 1.5B model? Huh? That doesn't make sense. I might as well use the 7 billion model.
Vibe Voice is now available.
So can you check the Vibe voice model? Is there a default for it, or is it taken from admin panel? What is the model identifier on file that is in code or configuration or on admin panel if you have access? Meanwhile, let me check on the app itself. Doesn't look like I have a configuration for Vibe voice at. So I might need to implement that, but later. So I'll just say, which one do I? TypeScript also check possibly clean. Maybe I need one more. Memory.md. I'll just vertically. Can you create a project that the for RanBrain app? There should be a model identifier setting on admin panel for Vibe voice model ID. Same as in for FAL. Uh, Same as in image generation for image generation model, Nana Banana Pro, things like that. That gets read from admin panel. So we need one for Vibe voice model identifier so that we can easily change the identifier there. Yeah, I think it's all right. Don't implement it yet. Just create a project and create an active project and use the project management skill. Hard-coded default voice preset. I can just give this here. Can you change? That's probably the easiest fix. Change the default to
Vibe voice is now available on FAL. Isn't that right, Carter?
That's right, Frank. And it supports up to 4 speakers at once. Try it now.
Vibe voice is now available on FAL. Isn't that right, Carter?
That's right, Frank. And it supports up to 4 speakers at once. Try it now.
let's try it again. Yay, my LinkedIn is working. Messaging, what is there? How are you handling? Someone from Opus Clip, I think. Du- 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 du. It's fine. The project is to specifically add the vibe voice identifier. Ah, that's fine. It's fine. Done change default. Push down deploy queued. So what's happening here? So I think it's the same content that's giving me impressions. Whoa. So that means even that has cold start. But that was not the reason that why we changed it. It's because it's a bigger model. But no, it's progress. So it was warm. How about my other request? 1.5 billion model. That's finished, but let's see how much was a cold start. That was how many minutes? Yeah, the actual generation is less than 2 minutes.
Stop vibe coding, start getting customers. 200,000 new vibe coding projects are created every single day on platforms like Lovable. And here's the brutal truth, nobody sees them. You spend
All right. Okay, so we have that. Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. Yeah. Is reactive, so convex is correctly updating it. So, but this needs as well expand something like that's things like is a landscape this is what deploys I can ask. Again, now push the trying to fix my it is so slow after gets a lot of so I don't lie, I think restart it. Yeah, everything is so slow. Interesting, nothing slow. Helper. Always a culture. You was yeah. We don't actually need Claude. That is it. My live stream thing. Are there any active deployments in progress? Can you try again now? All right, that works. That fix works. Don't want to waste my slides, so maybe I'll probably actually ask it, is there any improvements? Critique. Critique. Yeah, but I cannot edit it. I don't have an edit carousel tool yet. Let's see. For carousels, are there any of the tool, does any of those tools have edit functionality for carousels? I think it's create carousel tool or something like that. When that the skill uses, you can check the skill what tool it uses to create carousels and see if there is a corresponding edit tool if the agent needs to edit slide by slide.